So now I'm going to discuss a few numericals from NCERT, that is exercise 10.3. Okay, so whatever concept I have given just now, so based on those concepts only I want to discuss few numericals. Okay, the first one is reduce the equation. Look at the question properly. Reduce the equation 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0 into intercept form. So this equation is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Yes. So you have to reduce this general equation into intercept form. So the steps are, what are the steps? To reduce any general equation into intercept form, the first step is bring the constant on right hand side. Bring the constant on right hand side because the standard equation is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is the standard intercept form, right? So according to that only you have to arrange this equation. तो इसका मतलब x और y को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में ही रखना है, सिर्फ कांस्टेंट को राइट हैंड साइड में लेना है, तो इसीलिए मैं -12 को राइट हैंड साइड में लूंगा. दैट मींस this equation now can be written as 3x plus twice y is equal to 12. So after taking the constant on right hand side, the next step is what? You have to make the constant as 1 because on right hand side 1 is there, right? So that's why you have to divide both sides by 12. So if we divide both sides by 12, then see what will happen. This will be x by 4 plus y by 6, which is equal to 1. Yes, if you divide both sides by 12, then the equation looks like x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1, right? So now this equation is in the form of x by a plus y by b equal to 1 or not. तो मतलब ये हो गया reduce, मतलब ये अभी intercept form में reduce हो गया. So if you compare this equation with the standard intercept form, then clearly we can say that the value of a is 4 and that of b is equal to 6. इसका मतलब है कि x intercept is equal to 4, y intercept is equal to 6. That's it. Okay. So this very simple. Okay. अगर standard form पता है तो we can easily reduce any general equation into intercept form. Not only intercept. If you want to reduce in slope intercept or normal form, the first thing is you should remember the standard equations. So according to that equation you can proceed, right? So this is the solution of the first question. ठीक है, अभी second question. जितना concept दिया आज वही concept के ऊपर ही questions discuss कर रहा हूं. Okay, so the second question is now reduce the equation x plus 7y equal to 0 into slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. So to reduce any general equation, this is also a general equation only. How can we say that it is a general equation? Because जो equation में x और y रहेगा, constant रह भी सकता है, नहीं भी रह सकता है. constant के लिए problem नहीं है, लेकिन x और y, इसका मतलब a और b कभी भी जीरो नहीं हो सकता है, मतलब simultaneously they are non-zero. Okay, so this is also in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Of course in this equation c is 0 only because here the constant is not there, so no problem. Okay, so you have to reduce this equation into slope intercept form. So to reduce any general equation into slope intercept form, what is the first step? You have to understand the standard equation. What is the standard equation of slope intercept form? We know the standard equation is y is equal to mx plus c. So as per this formula, you have to reduce this equation. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जो equation दिया गया है, it is in the form of x plus 7y equal to 0. तो इसको कैसे reduce करूंगा मैं? देखो, actual equation is what? Y is equal to mx plus c, which means y must be there on left hand side. Y must be there on left hand side and bring all the terms, रिमेनिंग टर्म्स ऑन राइट हैंड साइड. तो 7y को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रखो और सिर्फ यहाँ पे x ही बचेगा, सो x को ही राइट हैंड साइड में लेके जाना है. दिस विल बी देन -x. आफ्टर टेकिंग द टर्म्स ऑन राइट हैंड साइड, देन यू चेक द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y. एक्चुअल कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y मस्ट बी 1, बट इन दिस इक्वेशन द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y is 7, so divide both sides by 7. So it is now y is equal to -1 by 7 into x plus 0 also we can write. Yes, plus 0 also we can write, because if you compare this equation with standard slope intercept form, that is y equal to mx plus c, तो c का वैल्यू 0 होगा, क्लियरली दिखाई दे रहा है. ओके, सो दिस इज स्टैंडर्ड स्लोप इंटरसेप्ट फॉर्म. So if I compare this equation with the standard one, so m equal to minus 1 by 7 and c equal to 0. That's it. Okay. So कोई भी इक्वेशन को रिड्यूस करने के लिए स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में, तो वो स्टैंडर्ड इक्वेशन जानना जरूरी है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. m का वैल्यू मतलब स्लोप है ये, और c मीन्स द y इंटरसेप्ट. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. राइट, स्टैंडर्ड इक्वेशन इसलिए मैं साइड में लिख रहा हूं ताकि किसी को प्रॉब्लम ना हो, समझ में जल्दी आ जाए. ठीक है. तो नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. ये थर्ड क्वेश्चन ठीक से देखना है, क्योंकि बोर्ड एग्जाम में अगर हो तो नॉर्मल का क्वेश्चन ज्यादातर आता है. ठीक है. नॉर्मल का क्वेश्चन मीन्स वन लीनियर इक्वेशन विल बी गिवन एंड यू हैव टू रिड्यूस इट इनटू नॉर्मल फॉर्म. सो दिस इज द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. रिड्यूस द इक्वेशन x minus root 3y plus 8 equal to 0 into normal form. So what is the standard normal form? We know the standard normal form is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. This is the standard normal form, right? So as per this we have to proceed. So here the equation is given x minus root 3y plus 8 is equal to 0. देखो मैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप जो स्टेप्स मैं दिया जब मैं एक्सप्लेन किया था हाउ टू रिड्यूस द लीनियर इक्वेशन इनटू नॉर्मल फॉर्म, जैसे मैं बोला जैसा जैसा स्टेप्स में देते गया एग्जैक्टली आई विल फॉलो दोज स्टेप्स ओनली. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू फॉलो एनी एक्स्ट्रा स्टेप्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द गिवन इक्वेशन. So to reduce any general equation into normal form, the first step is bring the constant term on right hand side. So here the constant is 8. So 8 को right hand side में लेके जाना है. So x minus root 3y is equal to, now it will be minus 8. The second step is divide both sides by root over a square plus b square. A means the coefficient of x, b means the coefficient of y. तो अगर both side को root over a square plus b square से डिवाइड करना है तो क्या होगा, 1 plus 1 square plus root 3 square minus root 3y by again under root 1 square plus root 3 square. This is equal to minus of 8 by under root 1 square plus root 3 square. Yes. So now it is like 1 plus 4, that is 1 plus 3 4, that is 1 by 2x. Look at here. After dividing both sides by root over a square plus b square, now you have to check the right hand side part. If the right hand side is already positive quantity, then no need to multiply minus on both sides because you have to make it positive. P means it is a length and we all know that length cannot be negative. तो अगर right hand side में shift करने के बाद constant positive ही रहेगा तो then no need to multiply minus sign, minus on both sides. But after bringing the term on right hand side, if it is negative, then you have to make it positive by multiplying minus on both sides. So since here it is a negative term, so multiply minus on both sides. So if you multiply minus on both sides, it will be minus half of x. Minus minus it will become plus root 3 by 2 of y, which is equal to 8 by 2. 8 by 2, that is equal to 4. It is positive now. Okay. So yes, ये होने के बाद after multiplying minus on both sides, then what you have to do? You have to compare this equation with the standard form. That is comparing with x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. Clearly we can say that the value of p is equal to 4. You should know the value of alpha and p. मैं बार बार बताया था कि whenever you are asked to convert any linear equation into normal form, you have to find out the values of p and alpha. So if you know the values of p and alpha, then only we can reduce any linear equation into standard form. So now I am trying to find out those values. Okay, so for this what you have to do, you have to compare this equation after simplification. जो equation मिला, you have to compare that equation with the standard form. So after comparing we get p equal to 4. तो चलो p का वैल्यू मिल गया. अभी किसका वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है? What is the coefficient of x? Cos alpha. What is the coefficient of x here? Minus half. So right here cos alpha is equal to minus half. What is the value of sin alpha? Sin alpha is equal to root 3 by 2. Means you have to equate, right? Okay. तो मैं ये भी बताया था कि अल्फा मस्ट बी कॉमन. अल्फा जो है दोनों में अल्फा का वैल्यू कॉमन होना चाहिए, तो कैसे कॉमन होगा? देखो कॉस अल्फा का वैल्यू तो नेगेटिव है, साइन अल्फा का वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है, तो कॉस अल्फा का वैल्यू माइनस हाफ जो है, ऑलरेडी आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड द ट्रिगोनोमेट्री पार्ट, सो हाउ टू फाइंड दिस एंगल्स, सो कॉस अल्फा इक्वल टू हाफ। अगर कॉस अल्फा का वैल्यू प्लस हाफ होता तो देन क्लियरली वी कैन से दैट अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 60 डिग्री, राइट? बट हियर माइनस हाफ इज देयर, तो माइनस हाफ कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट में होता है? माइनस हाफ मीन्स 120 डिग्री। इफ cos 60 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू हाफ, cos 120 डिग्री का वैल्यू होता है माइनस हाफ। ये सब कुछ ट्रिगोनोमेट्री में एक्सप्लेन किया गया है, ठीक है, सब ट्रिगोनोमेट्री में एक्सप्लेन किया गया है। सो cos 120 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू minus half. Why? Because 120 degree lies in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant as per the ASTC rule we all know that the value of cos always negative, इसलिए तो नेगेटिव है, alright? So alpha is equal to 120 degree। तो अगर यहां से मतलब साइन अल्फा से भी चेक करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन चेक नहीं करने से भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मतलब आंख बंद करके लिख सकते हैं कि अल्फा का वैल्यू कॉमन होगा, तो एक फंक्शन से वैल्यू निकालने से मोर देन एनफ, बट स्टिल आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट पार्ट ऑल्सो। Now sin alpha is equal to root 3 by 2. It is positive value. So we know sin 60 degree is root 3 by 2. लेकिन मैं बोला था क्या? अल्फा मस्ट बी कॉमन, अल्फा का वैल्यू सेम होना चाहिए दोनों में, तो यहां पे अगर 60 डिग्री लिखूंगा तो कैसे सेम होगा? So sin 60 degree root 3 by 2 as well as sin 120 degree is also root 3 by 2. Why? Because 120 degree lies in the second quadrant, and as per the ASTC rule in second quadrant sin is always positive and this value is also positive, so that's why we can write sin alpha is equal to sin 120 degree, therefore alpha is 120। एक्चुअली तो अल्फा का वैल्यू 120 ही होना चाहिए था क्योंकि पहले ही मिल गया था। जस्ट फॉर द कंफर्मेशन I have checked the second part also, okay? So now we know the value of alpha as well as the value of p, so we can now easily reduce the general equation into normal form. Look at here, put the values of alpha and p here in this equation, so then this equation will become x cos 120 degree plus y sin 120 degree, this is equal to 4, that's it. It is the normal form. Normal form means you have to write the equation always in terms of always in terms of cos and sin. Don't put the values of cos and sin. Look at here. If you want to put the values of cos and sin, you will get the same equation which is given in the question. अगर ये cos और sin का वैल्यू यहाँ पे पुट करेंगे तो वही ओरिजिनल इक्वेशन ही मिलेगा जो क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है. So no need to write this value. Okay, so whenever you are asked to express any general equation into normal form, always you have to express the equation in terms of cos and sin. याद रखना, don't put the values of these angles. मत put करो. Cos और sin में ही रखना है. Okay, so this is the standard normal form. This is important actually. Out of these three अगर मैं बोलूंगा तो अगर तुम लोग पूछोगे कि कौन सा ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, कौन सा रिडक्शन फॉर्मूला, मैं बोलूंगा कि नॉर्मल फॉर्म, क्योंकि इंटरसेप्ट और स्लोप इंटरसेप्ट का हार्डली 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, लेकिन नॉर्मल फॉर्म का ना इट विल कैरी 3 to 4 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन, राइट? सो ये स्टेप्स फॉलो करो, जो मैं बताया वही मैं एक्सप्लेन किया, वही स्टेप्स ही मैं फॉलो किया. आई हैव नॉट यूज्ड एनी एक्स्ट्रा स्टेप्स, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द 3 क्वेश्चन, दिस 3 टाइप्स. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई विल डिस्कस नाउ. So the next question number 4, find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line, look at the equation of the line, x by 3 plus y by 4 is equal to 1, are 4 units. Once again I am repeating the question, find the points on x-axis. So we all know that any point on x-axis, y coordinate must be 0, right? So since you are asked to find the points on x-axis, so it is confirmed that के y coordinate तो 0 होगा. हम लोगों को सिर्फ x का वैल्यू, x coordinate find out करना है. Read the next part now. Whose distances from the line, the line which is given x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1, it is in intercept form. Yes or no? x by 3 plus y by 4 is equal to 1. It is in intercept form. Then what? The diagram looks like this one only. Intercept form का diagram ऐसा ही होता है. x by 3 मतलब this distance from the origin it is 3 units and from the origin y axis में है 4 units distance, right? तो clearly we can say that this point, जरूरत नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी x इंटरसेप्ट और y इंटरसेप्ट ऐसा दिया गया है. ठीक है. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line are 4 units. Whose distances from the line are 4 units. मतलब x-axis. So the point is on the x-axis. तो यहाँ पे है वो point. ये जो length है ये 4 units दिया गया है. ये 4 units दिया गया है length. ठीक है. So तो point जो है वो point का coordinate क्या होगा? Sorry, it must be here only. नीचे से भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं परपेंडिकुलर. दिस लेंथ इज 4 यूनिट्स गिवन. ठीक है. तो ये पॉइंट का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होगा? द कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ दैट पॉइंट इज 3,0 एंड दिस वन इज 0,4. यस, सिंस द x इंटरसेप्ट इज 3 व्हिच मींस द लाइन कट्स x एक्सिस एट सम डिस्टेंस 3 फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन. Since the y intercept is 4 which means the line cuts y axis at some distance 4 from the origin. That's why we can consider the coordinate of this point as 3,0 because the point lies on x-axis, whereas the coordinate of this point is 0,4 because the intersection point is on y-axis. ठीक है. लेकिन जो distance दिया गया है 4 units, ये है वो distance. तो मतलब ये जो line है ये line के ऊपर perpendicular है. तो length of the perpendicular drawn from any point to the line is what? What is the formula? Length of the perpendicular drawn from any point to the line is ax1 plus by1 plus c by root over a square plus b square. This is the formula. Yes. लेकिन ये फॉर्मूला के लिए तो ax plus by plus c equal to 0 जो इक्वेशन होता है जनरल इक्वेशन वो जानना जरूरी है. But in this question, the general equation is not given. The equation is given in intercept form. There is no problem. Since the equation is given in intercept form, we can reduce this intercept form also in general form. It is like vice versa. जैसे एक linear equation को intercept form में reduce किया जा सकता है. In the same way, we can reduce the intercept form into general equation also. Look at here. How can we reduce? You have to reduce this equation into general form. So here the equation is x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1. So if I take LCM, LCM is 12. So this equation now can be written as 4x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. हो गया linear equation में convert. तो मतलब ये जो non vertical line है, the equation of this line is now 4x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. Why we need to reduce this equation into linear form? Because now I am going to apply this formula. यही तो फॉर्मूला यूज करना है कि नहीं? लेंथ ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉन फ्रॉम एनी पॉइंट टू द लाइन ax प्लस by प्लस c इक्वल टू 0 के लिए तो यही फॉर्मूला यूज किया जाता है जिसका लेंथ दिया गया है 4 यूनिट्स. जिसका लेंथ दिया गया है 4 यूनिट्स, इसका मतलब द वैल्यू ऑफ d इज गिवन. ओके, द वैल्यू ऑफ d इज गिवन. तो चलो, सो वी नो दैट दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. सो 4 इक्वल टू, सिंस d इज गिवन, सो 4 इज इक्वल टू मॉडुलस ax1. A means, here look at the equation, a means 4. 4 into what will be x1 then? The line this is passing through which point? 3,0. क्यों 3,0 से पास हो रहा है? Why not 0,4? Because बोला गया है find the points on x axis. x axis के ऊपर जो पॉइंट है उसका कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड आउट करने के लिए दिया है ना. तो x axis के ऊपर जो पॉइंट होगा उसका कोऑर्डिनेट है तो मतलब 3,0 ही लेना पड़ेगा. Any point on x-axis means y coordinate is always 0, right? So here x1 is 3. So 4 into 3 plus b. b is here 3. 3 into 0 minus 12 here. c is here minus 12 divided by root over a square plus b square. a is the coefficient of x, that is 4. b is the coefficient of y, that is 3. So 4 square plus 3 square. So this is now 5. तो ये हो जाएगा 20 is equal to, if I cross multiply this one it will be 20. So 20 is equal to modulus 12 minus, okay sorry, this one is not 3,0, this is must be x, 0. 4 into x, 4x plus 3 into 0 minus 12 equal to 0. Okay. Why? Because you are asked to find the point on x-axis. Sorry, extremely sorry. This one is, we cannot put 3 comma 0 here actually. Why? Because you are asked to find the point on x-axis. So let us consider the point on x-axis, say x comma 0. We cannot put this point, na? So ये तो known point हो जाएगा. Yes. So since you are asked to find the any point on x-axis, so let the point be x comma 0. So it will be then 4 into 0 because a into x1 is here x, 4 into x plus b into y coordinate is 0, that's why 3 into 0, 3 cube, this is 3, minus 12 divided by root over 4 square plus 3 square. So 20 is equal to modulus of 4x minus 12. Yes, now you have to find the value of x only, because y coordinate will be 0, it is confirmed because the point is on x-axis, right? So modulus of 4x minus 12 is equal to 20. So now you have to remove the modulus sign. So by taking positive sign, it can be written as a 4x minus 12 is equal to 20. And if I take the negative sign, you have to take both the sign. When you remove the modulus, you have to take both the sign. ये बात हमेशा याद रखना है. Direct you cannot remove. Why? Because inside this modulus here one unknown quantity is there. X is the unknown quantity, right? So inside the modulus, if any unknown quantity will be there, then we cannot remove modulus directly. Of course, we know the value of modulus of minus 2. It can be written as a 2, right? Because it is a known value. It is a known value. But inside this modulus here one unknown quantity is there, that is x. So that's why we cannot remove modulus directly. In this case, what you have to do? You have to take both positive and negative sign. Why? Because we don't know whether this value, whether this variable is negative or positive. If it is a known quantity, then directly we can put the value. But if it is unknown quantity, then you have to consider both positive and negative sign. Okay. So when we take a negative sign, then this equation can be written as a 4x minus 12 is equal to minus 20. So look at here now equation. 4x equal to 32. Therefore, x equal to 8. And here 4x is equal to 8. 4x is equal to 32, x equal to 8, and 4x is equal to here minus 8. Therefore, x equal to minus 2, right? So now we know the values, we know the coordinates. So when, if I take positive sign, then the coordinate will be 8, 0. And if I take the negative sign, then the coordinate will be minus 2, 0. You are asked to find the points on x-axis. So therefore, the points on x-axis is either 8, 0 or minus 2, 0. Okay, because you have to take both positive and negative sign, right? So ये क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा ठीक से देखना है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला मैं दिया था, लेंथ ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर, वही फॉर्मूला को यूज किया गया. ठीक है. So now look at the next question. Question number 5. Question number 5. Find the distance between the lines 3x minus 4y plus 7 equal to 0 and 3x minus 4y plus 5 equal to 0. Look at the two equations now. Here the coefficients of x and y are same. तो जो equation में x और y का coefficients same होता है, then those equations are called parallel lines. Okay, so that means clearly we can say that these two are parallel lines. So we know the distance between the two parallel lines formula is modulus of C2 minus C1 divided by root over a square plus b square. Just we have to use this formula, that's it. So therefore D is equal to modulus. C2 means second equation का जो constant है उसको C2 बोला जाता है. That is here the second constant is 5. C1 means the first constant, that is 7. So modulus of 5 minus 7 divided by root over a square plus b square. A means the coefficient of x. तो coefficient of x 3 है, so 3 square. Coefficient of y is 4, that is minus 4 only, so minus 4 square. So 5 minus 7 we all know that is minus 2, but since here modulus sign is there and you have to give modulus, you have to use modulus because we know that distance cannot be negative. So it will be then plus 2 by, ये हो जाएगा 5, 2 by 5. So this is the distance between these two parallel lines. Look at the difference between this one and this one. यहाँ पे नॉन वैल्यू है न्यूमरेटर में, इसलिए मॉडुलस को डायरेक्ट हम लोग हटा सकते हैं। बट जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था उसमें तो नॉन वैल्यू नहीं था, इनसाइड द मॉडुलस अननोन क्वांटिटी वाज देयर, दैट्स व्हाई वी कैन नॉट रिमूव मॉडुलस डायरेक्टली, यू हैव टू यूज बोथ प्लस एज वेल एज माइनस साइन, राइट। सो ये हो गया कि पैरेलल लाइंस और परपेंडिकुलर के डिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला यूज करके न्यूमेरिकल्स। फ्यू मोर न्यूमेरिकल्स आई विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। ओके, सो थैंक यू फॉर टुडे।